Let's talk about a non-politician. Kanye West announced he's running for president. What the hell? Okay, 2020, baby. His slogan is 2020 vision. Kanye West is...
What is he running as? Is he running as Democrat?
He's running as his own party.
Okay. Okay, this is perfect.
I said this day one. What's going to happen? Because he came out the next day. He said, I don't support Trump anymore. This is going to split the Democrat vote, and then Trump's going to win again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
I know. Yeah. I mean,
it's as simple as that.
I've been worried because there's been there's that other independent that's running. That's a libertarian.
Yeah.
I can't recall her name.
I know who you're talking about. But,
yeah. So
Kanye West has more Twitter followers.
My fear with that is that's going to split the Republican vote, and then we'll lose to the Democrats. But the Democrats will win. That's my fear, because I do not agree with virtually anything Democrat. But
regardless of the president, if we control at least the Senate or the House, nothing's going to get passed.
Sure.
So people get all scared in the news.
That's one of the problems with our politics, with our system. Nothing ever goes because there's so many layers to it.
But it doesn't matter who's president. I mean, Trump's president right now.
It doesn't matter who's in office. It doesn't matter who's president.
Honestly, the presidency is the most important job in the world. However, it's the least important job too, because really nothing. All that means is that just gives a party like the upper hand.
The president
for 4 years
does kind of nothing, Gage.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sure, they still do have a lot of stuff they have to look into and a lot of paperwork. But in effect to what they actually do to the country, they have an opinion. They vocalize an opinion and people listen to it because they're the president. They have some control over the military.
True. Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I'm not discounting really that. I'm just saying
they can veto.
I'm just saying, like, without the president, no matter who's in power, if Trump loses this next election and Biden gets it, it's just going to be up to our senators.
Well, I mean, the thing about Biden getting into presidency, if Biden gets in, I don't think he's going to do that much. He's really not that extreme of a person. Like that's the thing. If you look at Hillary Clinton, if you look at Bernie Sanders,
the puppeteers are going to control him.
Right. But himself, he's not that aggressively passionate about, socialism or any. He's mostly aggressively passionate about touching little children. So I'm really not too worried about what he'll do in office. Maybe who he'll do in office, but not what he'll do in office.
who he'll do in office, but not what he'll do in office. But as far as Kanye West running for president, I really don't care.
He's gonna even get a fraction of a percent of votes.
But they said that about Trump.
Hopefully he'll pull some away from.
But they said that about Trump, though.
The Biden.
No, what will happen?
Do you think Kanye West knows anything about being a politician? I mean, sure, Trump he's not a politician really either, but Kanye West, the thing with Kanye is Kanye is going to appeal.
Kanye is going to appeal. I believe that this is just a big thing with the Trump, and I bet you'll find out come 2021 or whatever that Trump and Kanye kind of concocted this thing together, because I believe that that this is a strategy. You take away votes from I'm not even worried about the libertarian, the independent libertarian running, because I have never even heard of her, and I think most people haven't either. Unless you're
my sister came in the kitchen a couple days ago and she was asking me if I've heard of this woman and trying to look into her she was interested, and I'm just like,
obviously,
don't do
someone
that.
Like me,
vote for
someone
Trump, or else we'll lose.
But obviously, someone who listens to a lot of politics like me, I've never even heard of this woman. I know vaguely who you're speaking of, but I don't think many Americans really know.
Sure, and especially because most Americans really don't look into politics. Most of them pretty much just go day to day. Maybe listen to the radio occasionally. Kanye
West being such a prominent pop culture figure, and millennials love him. I said her, love him so much. I feel like he has a higher chance of stealing votes away from the Democrat party. And I mean, Biden, let's be honest.
He'll probably steal votes from both sides pretty equally, I would think. Because it's just going to be it's going to be young, dumb kids. I mean, sure, I'm speaking about the group I'm in. People my age, they're dumb. They don't look into things. I don't even know if we should really be voting yet. Because we don't look in a whole lot. I mean, I feel like I look into politics enough that I feel my vote is warranted and I have a big enough understanding to have my vote.
I think the voting age is important to stay. I think the voting age is a good thing to be at 18 because I feel like if you can fight in the military, you should be able to vote for the president.
Okay, but here's the thing. How many 18-year-olds do you talk to that know anything about politics, that care at all about politics?
Shall we raise the age to enter the military then?
I saw a post about that on Facebook that someone was trying to do that. I don't know.
Well, if you're going to raise the voting age, then you should raise the military age because I feel like if you're going to expect people to serve the country, they should have at least some sort of
say in the country, and
some
I think
sort of
that's
say.
fair.
Exactly.
But regardless of that side of it, when you're 18, you're pretty much just getting out of high school. You have no experience in the real world. You have never really paid, or maybe not never, but not really paid much tax dollars.
That doesn't really matter.
No, here's the thing. You when you're 18 and you're just coming out of high school, you don't really care what's happening in the world. You don't really care about how much you're being taxed. You don't really care about the maybe extra financial stability given to you by the government. But young people definitely have ideas that are valuable.
I mean,
you don't care about anything. Politics is about pretty much money. That's what government.
What is your take on all this? What is your take on all this, Brody? The Kanye West running for president, the voting age.
I think Kanye West is just gonna split it up for the Democrats. Maybe even split it up a little bit for the Republicans. Or maybe I think what's more realistic is Kanye West running won't do anything. It won't do anything.
Right.
Well, he's already too late to be on most ballots. So
right. Write-ins aren't realistic for a president. I mean, it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I think if it would have been earlier on, Kanye, but I think this whole COVID thing kind of screwed everything up. I think I even heard a rumor that Joe Biden is going to boycott the debates, that Joe Biden isn't going to debate Trump until Trump releases his tax returns. They're going after that again. I even heard there was this guy
that would be, you know what that would be because he probably can't win a debate against Trump.
No.
Trump is pretty good at debating.
He is.
Biden is pretty sleepy and dumb.
Biden isn't dumb. He's just very
good old Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, Biden just doesn't. Biden just doesn't really. How do I say it? He doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Biden is, he's like, where am I? Right. So, I feel like he'd get lost, at the debates. He wouldn't know what the fuck.
Well, what was the question?
I really don't think Biden, because even a lot of Democrats know that Biden isn't a good choice. Like, I've heard a lot of Democrats say our party's fucked, because the reality of it is, I mean, any Democrat that's got a head on their shoulders is going to realize Biden is like the worst choice for president. I wonder if they're going to do like a little switcheroo and like get another candidate involved or something. I think that'd be funny last minute. Because I mean, they know they're not going to win, or at least they know they're. It's going to be very close if they do win. It's going to be very close, because I feel like a majority of Americans know that this guy is incompetent. And sure, they said that about Trump, but this is actually true. Trump can perform.
I've been kind of disappointed in Trump, honestly.
Like, I feel like Trump is the best president for this point in time.